Oh,
Wow,
wow.
we're back
Again.
again for an bonus content.
What else is new?
Once again, going to be in the opium den, presumably.
Hell yeah.
So, left off with Echo. She stayed in the eastern side, right? At the
Yeah.
end of
Yeah.
any thoughts on what she was going to be up to for the rest of the day?
Uh.
Just kind of vaguely.
Was this. Okay, so remind me of the timeline. When did we. Where did we stop?
Tyriad had just taken her to do the name thing for the phone.
Do you know what time that was? Was that the
Um,
end of the day? Or.
he said he was meeting you guys at the clock tower around 2, I think. So 3:30. Still kind of early in the afternoon.
Oh, I was thinking this was like night.
Well, we'll be starting the bonus content at night. I just was wanting some context, I think,
She'd probably
for
go
what she would have been
and.
up to.
She'd probably go to her brothel, see if Adrian's there. If not, and then later on, do the whole brothel, or not brothel, fucking opium den thing.
All right, yeah, I remember. I think you were saying you wanted to get Adrian up to speed.
Yes.
Um, yeah, he'd probably be there on a Saturday, at least to like get some stuff settled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, so then yeah, we'll jump ahead to that night. Um, getting to Club Pyre. Uh, you'll walk in and give me a perception check if you could. Just let me know what you get.
Yeah. I got a 7.
Okay. Um so yeah, you'd probably walk in, kind of start walking um back to the usual spot. Um and as you do, you'll actually hear Tyriad's voice before you get back there from the bar, um, saying your name.
Oh. Look towards where
Uh,
she heard it.
as you turn to look, you'll see him getting up from the bar, and you'll see a guy, just kind of humanoid guy, um, probably either human or elven, um, make a motion like he's going to grab his arm, and you can tell it looks like he should have, but he kind of just like whiffs as if his hands kind of passes through him almost. And Tyria doesn't really seem to notice this, or at least if he does, he doesn't react. And he'll kind of walk up to you with a smile and greet you.
Does it seem like the guy had like malicious intent?
Um, not necessarily malicious, but maybe kind of drunken, sort of lack of personal boundaries. And he will look confused as Tyria just kind of walks away. kind of see him look at his hand and then sort of just shrug and turn back to his drink. Good evening, Echo. Um, I was wondering if I could ask you a question privately before we went back to the others.
Sure. But first
Oh,
was what was with him? She'll eye the guy.
you'll see him get kind of a uncomfortable sort of frown about him. Um, uh, someone I knew from a while ago. It's not particularly important.
I could go slap him for you.
He'll kind of smile at that and shake his head. That's all right, thank you. Um, he'll kind of nod for you to follow him and start leading you back like you guys are going to the opium den, and then kind of pause in one of the quiet hallways.
She takes
Um,
his arm, like, not like as if she would for Ace, but
hmm
just like a like we're close type thing.
hmm Oh.
So like as they're walking, she just has her arm interlocked with hers. His arm interlocked with hers. Eh.
Yeah, that's cute. Um, he'll kind of pause outside of the room that has the entrance into the den in it. Um, kind of glance around, make sure there's no one around. Um, I was just wondering, and of course you don't have to answer. Um, but the name thing earlier is is Echo the name that you've always gone by, or
She kind of gets a serious look on her face. Um, no.
I don't mean to pry. I was just curious. I had changed mine in the phone system for a while, a few years ago. Um, of course, as you know, it's back to normal now. But
I I don't give out my real name to anybody.
I see. Just wanted to make sure you weren't being bothered or anything like that.
Um, not being bothered. It's a protection thing.
Of course, I understand. Um, and if you ever get any unwanted calls, of course, you can let me or the people at the facility we were at earlier know if you'd like to change anything or prevent certain people from contacting you.
I mean, I don't know how it really works with performing, but I'm sure I'll have the regular uh, riffraff.
I could see that becoming irritating quite quickly.
I guess we'll have to see. You could perform at my establishment.
You'll see him kind of raise his eyebrows, um, not entirely sure what direction you mean by performing.
um, whoops. No, 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 no. Uh, More like we could sing together or play together.
Well, I've never been on a stage before. I don't know if I'd really be qualified.
Hmm. Well, let me tell you, there's no qualifications for stepping up on a stage.
I wouldn't want to ruin your reputation.
Oh, I highly doubt you would.
Kind of give a smile and like a slight sort of chuckle. Um, yeah, maybe.
Give it some thought, darling. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I do love your playing.
Thank you. Will I be seeing you tomorrow?
Remind me what's tomorrow.
For the lessons.
Yes. Yes, you will. And probably Rory, too. I'm not sure about Homer. Most definitely not Gurn.
Well, you're all welcome.
Highly appreciate that, darling.
At that, he will lead you into the opium den, back to the sort of usual spot. You'll see Lem in his usual chair, kind of in the center of the room. He'll give you a little, like, sort of slow wave as you walk up. Smoking his pipe, his hookah.
She gets a look of like fondness about her. Well, hello, Lem.
Hello.
How's the week been for you?
Oh, most wonderful.
That's nice to hear.
And you?
Very busy between everything pulling me here and there.
Kind of just slowly nod.
About to have my brothel up.
Oh, yes. How wonderful.
It's got a name now.
Oh,
Ace thought it might be good to name it the Ravishing Kitten.
and kind of take a hit, sort of. You see him kind of mulling it over, nodding. Yes, I think that fits.
I'm glad you think so. Her smile gets all big.
Just kind of, sort of, not like stop talking, but just kind of drift off.
Hmm.
Sort of like, not fully ending the conversation, but you can tell he's kind of zoned out.
Mm-hmm.
He's high as balls.
Hell yeah. Just go to the regular room.
All right. You'll see the usual Winston and Clancy. And you'll also see Marty, who doesn't appear to be smoking, but, well, smoking a cigarette, probably, but mostly just drinking.
It's been
They'll all kind of glance up as the two of you walk in, say their hellos.
it's been quite a while since I've seen you. She'll say to Marty.
Sure has. How are you settling in?
Pretty well, I think.
And how's our patient doing?
As best as he can.
Well, that's all we can ask for.
I know he doesn't take the pills all too often, but he's getting there. Somewhat.
Well, somewhat's better than nothing. Tyriad will sit down in his usual spot next to Winston. Clancy will give you a little wave.
She'll give him a bright smile. Um, how are you doing, darling?
Okay. I had I wanted to tell you all this actually. I had a rather strange customer come in earlier. Was looking to have a clockwork automaton made, and he said the purpose was to put a soul in it eventually. Creepy stuff. You'll see Tyriad's eyes kind of, or eyebrows kind of like go up a little bit at that.
That's weird.
Don't know why the reason for that would be. I mean, if there's a soul, you can usually get a body for it, either reincarnation from what I know, or just sort of getting back the body it was in. And Clancy will kind of like, after saying that, kind of just like shudder a bit. Who knows what their plans were? And weird stuff. And kind of look like he's freaking himself out explaining this.
So whose soul is he gonna put into it?
I didn't ask.
Very worrying.
It is very worrying. You'll see him kind of like take a shaky hand and take a drink. Um, and with that, Tyriad will turn to you. That does remind me, Echo. I take it you were at the temple last night?
Um, yes.
Did you find anything?
Father Raynar.
That's not surprising.
She, like, gives him a, like, Like as she's saying Father Raynar, she's like, this bitch. Like that type of
Mm-hmm.
um look.
Him.
Him.
That did used to be his temple, from what I know.
Well,
No, cult activity?
if you not of a death cult, but he did explain uh, his religion a little bit to us. That sounds like a
Just kind of
cult.
nod. Yes, I mean, to each their own, I suppose. Give me an insight.
12. She has 7 on that. What the fuck?
I mean, he looks a little uncomfortable.
Why didn't you want to help Neil?
I like to avoid that stuff as much as possible.
What stuff?
Religion in religion in general, particularly that one.
Why that one?
Kind of frown. I have um, some personal history with them I'd rather not go into right now.
Oh, so I should murder Father Raynar. She gives him
That's
like a dark look. Like she'd do it if he said.
that's all right. It had nothing to do with him or his group of people.
It's okay, I'd do
It
it for
was actually
free.
quite a long time ago. I'd have to encourage you not to. It would look rather bad on the department. He kind of like giving you a smile.
What's Clancy's fucking? Is Clancy hearing
Clancy,
this?
um, he's like staring into his drink, quivering slightly. Unclear why.
Echo will clear her throat. Um, well, it sounds like a terrible religion anyway. And I'm sorry you had a run in with them.
I appreciate that. Um, as that conversation kind of presumably comes to an end, unless there's anything else you wanted to add.
I think she'd just be like, if you need to talk, I'm always here.
He'll give a grateful nod. Um, after a couple beats of silence, Marty will speak up, kind of look at you and go, "So I hear Adrian's working for you now."
Oh, yes. He's my assistant.
Tyriad will kind of raise his eyebrows and go, "Throne?" And Marty will nod, and he'll just be like, "Huh." Um, and then to you, Marty will go, he's worked for Star for so long, I'm glad he's finally gotten out of there. Wanted to for years now.
What's the story on that?
Well, he's been there for 4 centuries, working for, can I call him an asshole? He'll kind of say, glancing at Tyriad, and Tyriad will shrug. Working for an asshole.
Ah, well, that's not great.
Well, I'm sure you'll treat him better.
I'm trying to, and I intend to.
Good.
He's been absolutely marvelous.
Nobody in the city works harder than that guy,
Well,
except maybe some of my doctors.
that's extremely nice to hear.
Give me another insight check.
25.
Nice. You'll notice as this kind of conversation is going on, Marty casting the occasional glance over at Tyriad, and Tyriad, who kind of looks, he got a bit of a weird expression after asking or clarifying that it was Adrian Throne that you guys were talking about. Just kind of distant look, but nothing's really said between them.
And how do you know Adrian? Besides, I guess, through Star. Tyriad?
Um, well, I knew him a while ago, after the war. And Marty will kind of chime in. Um, Knew him's a word for it. I had to have this guy on iron supplements for the entirety of that relate, and then through that, um, Tyriad will interrupt and go, "Marty, please." Kind of give you an awkward look.
I can hardly blame you, darling.
That was a while ago, as I said. And Marty will continue. Um, Hear him and his wizard friend are engaged now. Sometime next summer.
Well, that's exciting.
Be surprised if I get an invite, but you never know, I guess. Do you remember when he was talking to you about the Gurns headphones? Was the name I said Silas? No, it was Cecil. I remember now. I said it out loud and I remember now. Okay, thank you.
What?
um,
I don't think you said a name.
no, I thought briefly he had mentioned it while you guys were talking. He said he was going to ask him about it.
I think I
Maybe I just thought it.
I think you started to say it and then like cut yourself off.
Maybe that was it. Um, but
Maybe,
yeah,
I don't know.
regardless, it doesn't matter. I was just trying to remember his name because I didn't write it down. uh, Marty will go, so brothel, huh?
Yes.
You need a nurse on staff? Got a couple
Yes.
looking to take a transfer.
Yes, I do. Like she's so she's like she like her eyes like fucking uh snap up to him and she's like, "Yes."
I'll have him get into contact with you then.
I will
Uh,
gladly get into uh get into contact with them on that.
I know there's been a couple looking to get out of the hospital.
Is this
So,
going where I think it's going?
um, maybe? I
We'll
don't
see.
entirely know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Um, yeah, I'll give him your information if you don't mind. Send him your way.
Very much appreciated.
Kind of give a nod and then just sort of go back to his drink.
Echo's in such a good mood. She's like, yes, it's all coming together.
Yes. Yeah, they'll kind of drift into this sort of just kind of casual conversation, lapses of silence, like you'd probably be kind of used to by now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Tyriad seems quiet this week, just sort of thoughtful, not in the kind of anxious way that he tends to be.
I think at some point she'll be like, what are you thinking about, dear?
Nothing in particular. Um, you having pointed it out, you'll see Marty kind of also give him a questioning look, then just sort of shrug it off when he does not offer an explanation.
I don't know if she'd
At some point,
actually.
Lem will probably pop in as well. Sorry, continue.
She wouldn't, like, question him on it.
Yeah, at some point, Lem will pop in as well. Kind of do his usual hanging out, not really
Mm-hmm.
talking, just sort of observing. Eventually, Winston will pipe up and ask you what you thought about the Lightbringers.
The whole family is lovely, but I think Lord Lightbringer really does need to listen more.
Tyriad will, like, do that thing where, like, you kind of give a sigh and, like, lean your head back in that sort of, like, ugh, I know kind of way. Um, and then turn to you and say, I don't think he understood half of what you said to him.
That's probably a good thing, but I got what I wanted.
I'm glad you did.
I wouldn't have gotten it without you.
That's a pattern of his.
I could have,
I guess
I could have proposed killing the whole goddamn city and, well, he would have endorsed it.
the sad thing is, if I had gone along with it, you're probably not wrong. He seems to think that me being, well, me formerly being a diplomat makes me his personal advisor.
I
It was
mean,
exhausting back in the day when it actually mattered.
I can see why he'd come to you.
I appreciate the trust, but if it's not me, it's his wife he's sort of pawning off his responsibility to.
She seems to have a more level head on her shoulders.
She does, certainly. I don't think Kieran ever particularly wanted this kind of lifestyle.
I wouldn't blame him. It's a lot of
No,
responsibility.
I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, certainly.
Though I feel if you're put in that position, you really do need to take your position more seriously.
He'll kind of give you a, like, I'll toast to that sort of motion with his drink. In any event, I'm glad it worked out for you.
Me as well. I get to go back to Ace tonight and give him the good news.
That's good. And everything's going all right with him still?
She nods. It's been nice. He has a lot of
Well, that's good.
ideas that he likes to share.
I can imagine he would. He's quite the businessman. And still treating you well?
If she didn't have fur, he could see her blush, and she nods. like that like shy little nod. But yeah, as much
Good,
as
good.
a business partner can.
Right. Have you been to the arcade yet? He also owns a small sort of more family style arcade.
I have not, and I've been wanting to take Rory. Probably the whole
Good.
uh, Garn, uh, Homer. It's just finding the time. This week is so busy.
The event weeks always are. You shouldn't be hearing from me, at least, anytime soon, hopefully. Other than social calls.
Yes, because you do need to be coming over for dinner. I will fatten you up.
I appreciate that. Marty probably makes some sort of comment of like, God, yeah, you need to.
I mean that goes for all of you. If you all wanted to uh, have dinner, I'd cook for you.
um, Marty will give you like a like appreciate it kind of not dismissive, but just like he appreciates it, but he's
Mm-hmm.
probably not going to take you up on it, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's a busy guy. He lives very far away. Winston will say something to the effect of that. That's very sweet of you. Thank you, Echo.
I don't
Clancy
even
just
know.
kind of nods.
I don't even
Yeah,
know.
Winston is here. Winston has been very quiet this whole time.
Oh, I don't even know what he would eat. Does he eat?
No, he doesn't. But
Oof.
he appreciates the invite.
She'll figure something out for him.
Oil or something.
Shit.
He just likes being included. He's in an opium den. He can't even smoke or drink, you know?
He's such a like. I love him. I love him so much.
He likes the experience. He likes to socialize.
Yeah, that's cute.
Tyriad will probably sort of mumble some kind of apology about having to sort of skip out on you for Friday night. Hopes Neil wasn't too much of a bother.
I wouldn't say he's a bother, but I just don't need Homer Bum going out and hurting himself.
Yes, I suppose I could see the two of them bouncing off of each other in a way that isn't exactly healthy.
Exactly that.
Was Homer all right after earlier today with the sword?
Um, I don't know. I didn't really see him, but I'm sure he made up with Vanessa. She wrinkles her nose.
I just hope he thought it over well and good before making that decision.
Um,
Kind of looked doubtful at his own words.
I don't think I helped.
Has there been any noticeable changes in his behavior? Anything concerning?
Mm, no, but I don't really know him too well.
Do you know how long he's had that sword?
Ah, since the first week.
Uh, all right.
We were, um, helping with a posting and he found it.
I'm surprised something like that was just sort of in the city and not kept somewhere safer.
I mean, I warned him. I warned him exactly what it was because I looked into it with my magic and, well, just don't hit him.
Yes, that was rather the part that concerned me as well. I mean, there are plenty of curses that just sort of bind themselves to you, but something like that could be dangerous.
Where do you think it came from?
I couldn't tell you. Give me an insight check.
23.
One moment. Got to get into my roll 20. I wasn't prepared. You're probably gonna see this. Oh,
Fuck!
yeah, he couldn't tell you.
Damn it. I'm just worried. He said something earlier. It's like it wants something?
That's concerning.
I mean, we should be fine.
Something to keep an eye on, I suppose.
Is that what being in a relationship is about?
What aspect?
Well, they got into a fight, it sounded.
He did say in his note that he wanted to break up with her, which is a interesting turn of phrase for the situation.
He fucks that thing.
He did mention that, yes.
He does it very regularly. I hate when I hear it in the bathroom.
Kind of give you like a sort of cringe look, like, oh, yeah.
I just. Do relationships end up like that where they yell at you? I mean, Homer isn't the most subtle guy, but.
I would say they probably shouldn't. Marty will kind of mumble in agreement to that. Something about unless they're an abusive shithead.
I feel like I should know, but. Like I said, everything that I do is fake. To feed into one's fantasy. It's usually not my own, so.
Well, admittedly, I'm probably not the best person to be asking either. Marty will chime in again. If they're doing that shit, get the fuck out of there.
Duly noted.
Relationships should be built on mutual respect.
I wish I could hear Vanessa's side.
It would be interesting.
Like, I hope. I hope it's a good relationship. But by the sound of it,
The sword is cursed. In and of itself is a bit of a red flag, in my opinion.
he did say earlier that they wanted to find whoever did it to her. Is she a real
Right.
person?
You'll see him actually look to Winston. Um, and Winston will kind of give a nod, and then sort of do the like, kind of like, sort of wiggling back and forth hand motion.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, from the sound of it, it could likely be a real soul. It could also be someone's essence that was transferred upon some kind of particularly stressful event or a meaningful moment or interaction. Items like that becoming imprinted are not common, but not unheard of either. Without looking at it myself, it's hard to say definitively, but it's possible.
Could you get a look at it without him giving it to you?
To an extent.
Because he will not put that thing down.
Well, the most that I could find out would be to attune to it myself, but even without doing that, being able to cast a few identifying spells and look it over more properly, I could at least get some insight.
I don't know if Homer would like that. Homer's attached, like, even without the curse.
It did seem that way. That was teary-eyed, by the way. I realize I kind of said that in Winston's tone, but, you know.
And just by
Tear.
by the fact that he yelled at you for doing what you did, he's really not gonna like Winston poking around, especially attuning to it.
Well, the attunement may be out of the question, but um, I suppose you could try to kind of sneak a look. He'll say to Winston, um, who'll kind of give a shrug and like, sure, try if the opportunity presents itself.
I think the moment that even if one of us were to accidentally hit him, the moment that happens, I'm destroying that thing. I'm gonna die trying.
Perhaps we could get you a scroll of remove curse to keep on hand just in case. And he'll kind of look at Winston as he says that, and Winston will give a nod.
That might be very useful.
Just as a failsafe.
I appreciate it.
Of course. Wouldn't want any harm to come to any of you. Especially not when it was me who allowed him to take the sword to reattune.
I mean, I don't think you could have talked him out of it.
No, but I could have at least tried to be more adamant about allowing the department to take a look at it first.
Well, good luck getting that out of his hands now, because I feel as if Vanessa's not gonna like you very much.
Kind of give one of those, like, tight-lipped smiles, like, yeah, you're right, and he's not happy about it kind of thing. You know, that look. Kind of nod a little bit.
We'll figure something out.
In the meantime, just be careful, I suppose.
Will do.
You know how to contact me if anything comes up.
So where'd you get off to? You said you had something to do, after you left Neil at the house.
Oh, just some personal business to attend to. Give me an insight check again.
20.
He looks a little flustered.
She gives him that sort of look like, I don't lie to me. I know what you've been doing.
um, I had dinner plans with someone.
Ooh. Do I know this someone?
Perhaps.
You know that meme with the cat with the knife pointed towards it? That
Yep.
white cat? That's actually her right now.
Good.
Really now?
It wasn't anything, you know, just well, as I believe has been mentioned, he doesn't get out much, so
Mm-hmm.
he kind of uncomfortably clears his throat.
You know what? Good for you. You deserve to have that. Was it a good dinner?
Um, it was, actually. Yes.
She gives him a genuine smile. Like she's over the moon happy for him.
No.
I do like hearing that.
You'll see Clancy kind of looking up at this conversation, does pretty much the same thing that he did that first night, when he said Razi's name, just kind of go, Razio? And Tyrion will just sigh and be like, yes, Clancy.
Good. Good.
Just kind of nod and go back to staring into his drink.
No.
Tyrion sighs.
So funny.
Just absolutely no sense of discretion. Have you had the opportunity to go to a place known as the Spooky Oyster yet?
I don't think so.
It's just a bit northwest of here. Um, I'd recommend it if you get the opportunity. Eat downstairs. It's quite the view.
Oh. Well, alright. Maybe I'll, have Ace take me.
That would be nice.
Or I'll just take Rory and the others.
That would also be nice.
It's not formal, is it?
No.
Okay. That makes things easier on Homer's part. And Gurn, but
No, they'll do just fine, I'm sure.
I mean, you saw Gurn in his wrinkled shirt. I did what I could.
As long as he has a shirt on, should be alright.
I mean, that's very true.
He'll kind of lapse into silence for a second, um, and then kind of quietly, as if like the intent is to say it just to you, but also obviously it's quiet in here and you're all sitting very close together, so there's obviously no way that the others would not be hearing this as well, but the vibe is there. And he'll go, I have been thinking of taking him to the arcade next week.
Oh?
Why I was curious if you had been there yet. I haven't actually been there myself. Well, perhaps once when it first opened. but it was a long time ago, if so.
I could see that being a good time.
You saw how he likes his games.
I mean, from what Ace has told me about those sort of games, it does coincide with his interests, yes.
He'll kind of like give a faint smile and sort of nod. Um, and then you'll see him frown and kind of sigh and lean back again and probably take a long swig of his drink.
What's on your mind, dear?
No, it's nothing.
She gives him a really look. No one frowns
This
like that, and it's nothing.
see him kind of glance awkwardly again at sort of the other people around. Um, kind of shrug a bit. This whole thing is not that I'm complaining, but not exactly something that I could have foreseen. It's just strange, I suppose.
What exactly is strange?
Just doing these things with him. It's as I said, it's nothing, and just kind of shake his head.
Sounds like that's a good thing.
I suppose that remains to be seen.
You seem happier. Even just a little bit. Just last week, like there's a whole different feel to this place. Like
Well, perhaps, though. I imagine that's more to do with him actually being cooperative and
I mean,
quieter.
I did tell you to give him a chance, didn't I?
Kind of like chuckle slightly, just sort of shake his head, kind of shrug. I suppose it is what it is.
It sounds like it's going good for you.
For now. Marty will chime in. Um, you're a bloody self-fulfilling prophecy, you know that. Tyrion will just kind of frown at him.
He's kind of got a point, darling.
Or perhaps I can just see the signs.
I think you just need to trust the process. Stop worrying about what might happen. Just live in the moment. What Homer said to me earlier is very much applicable to you. You deserve to be loved. You are a very good person.
Um, he'll just kind of sort of frown a bit at that, not really answer. Um, Probably actually sort of give a bit of a frown, and then mutter something about wanting to get some fresh air and getting up to head out. And Marty will kind of watch him go and just sort of shake his head and shrug. Um, Clancy will pipe up. Um, Echo.
Yes, dear.
Um, Apologies if this is strange, but here, this is for you. And he'll hold out a little wooden box.
She'll take it like very gently in her hands and like give him a smile. Oh, you shouldn't have. And she'll open the box.
A little clockwork mechanical butterfly will fly out of the box, do a circle around your head, and then land back in the box and sort of sit there, like slowly flapping its wings the way butterflies do when they're resting. And Clancy will go, well, it's tradition.
She
I believe Lem showed you his last time.
she's so engrossed by it, like oh oh, it's so cool. Ah, okay. I love this. Thank you so much.
Just kind of give like a sort of shy smile. Lem will make a
Uh,
joke about it looking like him.
I'll always have this as a reminder of both of you then.
Man, I wish I could remember what I had said Lem's was. I know Lem and Tyriad both showed you theirs last
Hmm.
time, or not, maybe not last time. It might have been last time, but
Was one of the other times.
yeah. Tyriad has the mouse.
Bruh. Oh my god, that's so cute. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? That's gonna be like a moving hair clip, I swear to god.
That's really cute, actually.
Yep. That's part of her design now.
Good.
I will keep this with me always. Well, except for going into an excursion. I do not want to have this be ruined.
If there's ever any issues with it, I can fix it for you, also.
She she nods and like offers a hug.
Give me a persuasion roll.
It's a 10.
He'll hesitate long enough that it gets awkward, and you start to think maybe he's not going to go for it, and then probably like right before you kind of give up, he'll tentatively step forward and take it. Kind of very lightly, just sort of awkwardly patting you on the back.
This means so much to me, thank you. She'll step back.
Give a smile and a nod, and kind of go back to his seat.
She puts it like in her hair type thing.
Hell yeah.
New design thing for her.
That's pretty cute.
That's very cute.
I like the idea of her taking off her head and the butterfly flies up so that she can chuck her head around.
Yes.
Just hovering where it would be, except it's above her severed neck instead.
Uh-huh. I love it so much. What the fuck? Ah!
Good.
It's so cute.
Probably at some point, not too long after that, it's probably getting later, but not like crazy late yet. Marty will say something about having to be up in the morning and uh, say his goodbyes and make his exit.
Have a good night, Marty.
Give you a little like two finger salute type thing. And Lem would probably also at some point go back out to the main floor. Tyriad has still not returned. Um, but once the other two leave and it's just you, Winston, and him, Clancy will probably speak up again. Mention whatever it was. I know you had mentioned some corruption in your homeworld to him. I think the
Mm-hmm.
first time you met.
Yeah.
Um, kind of mention that and ask you for more details on what your world was like.
Well, in the beginning, it was. I don't even know if it's normal to you, but um, the flower fields, the forests, so colorful. Ah, but when it started happening, it spread like wildfire.
What was it? Was it in the water?
It was in. It spread everywhere, not just water. The,
In
the
in
water.
my warren, it started in the water. I was away from home when I got back. We kind of like shudder, sort of almost frantically down the rest of his drink, um, and then just kind of sit there tapping his foot.
It didn't start in the water for me. It was a very. Hmm, she's not sure how to, like, go on.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't know where it came from originally, but
Was there no source?
there must have been, but I don't know what it was. I didn't know about it until I returned home, and my warren had, well,
My what?
after that I found out it had been his warren,
His Warren.
the term for the family of rabbits that live
Oh,
together.
learn a new word.
Yeah. Um, After that, I learned it had been spreading for a while before that, but
I'm sorry.
he'll give a kind of like nervous, almost like unhinged sort of laugh. Um, just like a short little like, um, and go, "Well, I'm here now."
I was there to watch parts of the fields where we lived. Um, the flowers dying turned to sludge.
He'll kind of nod, getting a bit of a distant look in his eyes.
Turned the rest of the residents from the Togi Wood to the beach. It seemed like it took no time at all, and they all turned into something other than themselves.
The rust. Do you see the rust?
I did.
He'll kind of shudder again. Um, Probably around this point, Winston will kind of make a noise like clearing his throat, um, say something about going to check on Tyriad and get up and head out. Once he's gone, Clancy will kind of sit in silence for a second or two longer, still kind of tapping his foot. Um, and then he'll kind of turn to you, not like fully looking at you, um, but kind of facing you, and say, "Did it all stop?"
Um, did it stop for you?
He'll give a nod with again that sort of haunted look in his eyes. Everything did.
Do you lose your world?
When it got to the mountain, it all stopped, and then I was here. Are we dead?
I don't think so.
Kind of go back to just sort of tapping his foot.
I I made it out before anything was lost. I don't know what happened to it, but I can only imagine it's still going.
Everything in my world, it all froze in the rust, and I thought I was dead. I really felt as though I had died.
When you say rust, um, was it a mixture of rust and some sort of like what I was saying with the corruption of my world, like sludge, like
There was that too. You can probably tell at this point he's like getting a little freaked out. Talking about it too much.
It's not gonna get us.
What if it comes here?
Well, I think unfortunately for our worlds, they are maybe more susceptible.
Just kind of give a nod.
I don't think this place would have something like that. And if it does, you're the first one I'm coming after, okay?
You'll see a flicker of fear, and then kind of process what you mean by that, and relax a bit, and give a nod.
I won't let anything happen to us, okay?
He'll nod again.
It's gonna be alright.
Just kind of nod. And Tally's probably like trying to kind of stop thinking about the whole thing. Back to tapping his foot. Kind of dissociating now. A little bit.
She lets him.
Probably sit like that for a little bit longer, and then he'll say that he wants to get home and kind of get up, give you a sort of like he'll get up, kind of start walking away, and then sort of turn back to look at you, kind of pause for a second, give a nod, um, and then start leaving.
Have a good night, okay?
You as well. And Echo is alone.
Probably sit like that. A bunch of like fucking PTSD memories like flashing through her head
Yep.
from both worlds.
Yep. She's got 3 worlds of PTSD now.
Yep. Probably actually starts crying.
No.
Yeah.
Good. Have a little cry.
He was feeling good.
I mean, I feel like I could see it being the type of cry that you go back to feeling okay after. She did get to learn a bit about Clancy.
Yeah.
She's got a cool butterfly now.
Yeah, it's just sitting in her hair now.
Yeah, that's so cute.
I'm not gonna want to draw it, but it's there.
Yeah, we know. We'll have to remember to mention it next time she sees everyone again.
Yes.
She's got a butterfly now.
A butterfly.
Butterfly.
Bottle of water.
Butter.
Butter.
Is there anything that you wanted to do before leaving?
Um, I think after a while, if Tyria doesn't come back, she might like look for him. But
Okay, yeah. Um, you would find him and Winston, um, kind of leaning on the outside of the building, Tyriad having a smoke. Kind of give you a nod and sort of mumble an apology as he sees you.
I like to imagine her eyes are just fucking red and puffy now.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, darling.
He will give her the same look that she gave him earlier.
She does not specify anything. Just pretends that she doesn't see it.
He won't press. Just kind of hold the look for a second and then just kind of give an understanding nod.
Are you okay?
I'm all right. Clancy seemed rather worked up.
Her ear twitches. Is that so?
It's hard to tell with him sometimes. He has a tendency to get worked up about small things as much as he does big things. Kind of still giving you a bit of like not not to try to press you, but just kind of the curious like he can tell something's off and doesn't want to ask, but like, he's wondering what happened kind of thing.
We started talking about our worlds. What happened to them?
Does Tyrion know anything about that?
I don't know.
I guess he knows a bit about Clancy's, but I don't know if Echo's actually talked to him about hers before.
I can't remember. It's kind of been a long time since we've.
I don't feel like she did, at least not into much detail.
Yeah.
um, he'll kind of nod at that, and sort of, in a kind of subdued voice, go, I take it the same thing happened in both of your timelines, then?
Sounds like it. There are differences, but.
I'm sorry.
I feel I'm lying to Clancy.
How so?
He was asking where it started, and he wasn't pressing too hard. But the reason that my world is corrupted is because of my daughter.
You'll see him get a very sort of curious look at that. Is that so?
Yes.
Well, that's rather curious. From my understanding, your worlds aren't exactly the same. I suppose it's possible that the two of you do exist in Clancy's world in some capacity. Do you know how?
I can tell you what happened.
If you're comfortable with that.
I didn't always look like this. My cat form, but in white. Is what I looked like. And a Cheshire cat can link to people and get their colors.
Interesting.
So,
Link?
when we link, we can feel each other's thoughts, or hear each other's thoughts and feel each other's emotions.
And this is just an innate ability of yours?
She nods.
Interesting.
I'm
And
linked up with Ace right now.
do your colors change every time, or?
They should. But I don't know why mine hasn't. When I linked up with him, I didn't even know I linked up with him.
Huh.
Not at first.
Could perhaps be something to do with the way the city works. what did this have to do with what happened?
Right. Anyway, um, when you link up with somebody, you take on their colors. But I think with humans, they are so much more powerful in that aspect. I was no longer a small cat. I found this crying little girl. Run into the flower fields with everything around her turning to sludge and dying. I couldn't do what the others had done and run. I wanted to get her to stop crying. And I walked up to her. And she hugged me and... well, this is what I became.
And you're sure the sludge was emanating from her?
Yes. At least at first.
Interesting.
It spread a lot. Turned all the creatures into bloodthirsty beings. Some were helpful, but
I'll admit I don't exactly understand how worlds like yours function, on much of a physical level at least.
I've tried piecing together a lot. He said there was rust. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's the exact same.
He did show me that once. It is a strange thing. I mean, it sounds magical in nature, but it's also not like anything I've ever come across before.
It's very handy when you need to get a hold of someone in there within the range.
And is it a constant stream of thought? Does it go both ways?
We both can talk to each other, yes.
Interesting.
I admit I'm not very skilled in keeping my thoughts to myself. Or so Ace has told me.
Yes, I admit I rather cheat at that kind of thing. And he'll pull a small sort of triangular shaped necklace. Give me a history check.
7.
As he pulls this kind of pendant from his shirt. It looks vaguely familiar.
I mean,
Um,
he did explain to her what his was.
yeah.
But like,
I would say probably as Tyriad explains what it is, you might be able to kind of put it together. Um, as he'll explain, kind of in the same way Ace did, what it does. That it protects his thoughts from being read without his consent, more or less.
I mean, he hasn't really said it. It's been happening, so I don't know. Maybe I have it under control.
I
She
imagine
said
it's the type of
stupidly.
thing that. Imagine that's the type of skill that you could learn to get better at.
I don't need an ace reading my thoughts.
Is that not the intention of linking with him?
Well, not all of my thoughts, anyway.
That's understandable.
It's not gonna lie. I'm always thinking about how amazing he is. It's
It does
embarrassing.
sound like he's been treating you very well. You get kind of a soft smile on his face.
It's entering that dangerous territory where I get feelings and. Who am I kidding? It's not gonna work out.
I know that feeling. He does seem to be rather fond of you, though. I mean, it's not everyone who he gives as much as he's given to you. And I don't know what she said. She did you say earlier she was wearing her dress from him when she
Yes.
had gone to the meeting? Yeah.
Yes.
So a kind of like gesture, sort of to that. I mean,
I'm
Clancy
afraid.
and Clancy and Lem received the business prospects, but not this.
I I'm afraid there is a reason that I cannot say, but it might just be that. Her ears droop. I can't afford to get attached to anybody. Not
Well,
romantically.
there's certainly nothing wrong with that.
I mean, you're not the only one that says that he's fond of me, but you won't say anything in that regard anyway. And so I must pretend.
I see. Um, Winston will chime in and say, "Have you considered saying something to him?"
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, I'm just thinking maybe he could be thinking the same thing of you. And he'll kind of glance pointedly at Tyrion as he says that.
Like I said, I can't afford something like that anyway. I wouldn't be right.
Well, I suppose if this is what's working for you, then no reason to change a good thing.
It has to work. No matter what I'm feeling, and
Winston will chime in again. Well, could there perhaps be a reason why he thinks you're uncertain about the matter?
she kind of seems at a loss for words. I never know what he's thinking. It's very hard to read.
Well, perhaps that's why you should say something first, Winston will say again.
Most people don't want a whore as a spouse or prospect for anything else.
You'll see Winston kind of glance between the two of you again, and then kind of just not like vocalize a sigh, but make this sort of head motion as if he's sighing, and then just kind of shrug and go, "Very well."
He gets to deal with two now.
Yep. This whole conversation's just like, who are we talking about again?
I guess she'll look at Winston sighing and whatever. And like almost defensively go. You wouldn't want to bring someone down, would you? With just what you do for a living.
What do you mean?
I don't want to bring him down.
He already knows what you do now, doesn't he?
Well, yes, but maybe that's why he hasn't said anything.
I suppose it's a possibility.
You can like people for who they are. But there's one thing you could just not stand about what they do.
What do you think the worst that could happen if you broached the subject to him?
We stop being in contact.
That seems rather extreme.
Maybe, but people tend to be extreme.
Um, Tyriad will speak up and go, well, in my opinion, if there is something there, then I don't see any harm in waiting for him to speak up. I mean, after all, if he can't bring himself to voice his feelings, then he'll kind of shrug. Winston will give him a look, and Tyriad will just kind of like turn away.
Echo just gives kind of like a miserable looking shrug.
Winston will say, "Perhaps you could see if you'd like to accompany you to the arcade with Tyriad and Raziel next week." And Tyriad will kind of give him a look like, and then just sort of look at you, waiting to see what you say.
How?
You could always frame it as a business prospect.
A business
See how he
prospect that
runs his
is.
arcade.
She looks unsure. Probably nods. All right.
Tyriad will say, "I was planning on going Friday."
Well, I guess I'll
Of
be
course,
there
I
then.
wouldn't mind the company. All right. He looks slightly nervous, but not like in a bad way. Just kind of like, okay, this is happening.
Should I bring the rest of them, or?
um, whatever you think, I suppose. If you feel it would maybe make things less awkward.
I'm not sure it'd be awkward. I never feel really. I mean, there are times I do feel awkward in front of him, but. Hmm.
Well, either way, it might be nice for the rest of them to experience it. But I also could understand wanting it to just be the two of you. Or, well, the four of us, I suppose. Kind of awkwardly, like, scratch the back of his neck.
I'll see what What happens? Gotta ask him about it, I guess.
Sure. Um, should we begin heading home then, or are you planning on spending the night on this side of the river?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably walk over there.
Would you like company?
I probably shouldn't hold you.
I mean, I certainly don't mind.
I I think I'll be fine.
All right. Out of character, was there anything else?
No? We'll just walk to Ace's.
All right. Yeah, Tyriad and Winston will say their goodbyes. Um, probably still walk with you, like, um, back kind of west along that sort of road that Club hires on leading to the commercial street,
Mm-hmm.
and then splitting off there, saying goodnight and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, to Ace,
Yeah.
your business partner.
Yeah. That's all it's ever gonna be.
Yep, totally, definitely.
Yep.
I like to imagine that Ace is under the impression that you guys are already dating, which is why he doesn't.
Oh no.
You've kissed. You fucked.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Don't do this to her. That's gonna be so embarrassing. No, she's called him business partners in front of him.
Yeah, but I mean, they can. Two things can be true.
Oh yeah, but like she has not specifically said like anything else.
Yeah. Maybe soon. We'll see.
Nah. She's doomed to be
Okay.
alone.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep. She don't know how fucking relationships work.
Yeah, obviously, neither does Tyriad.
Yeah. He has more of a fucking inkling than she does.
Uh, only because he's been through a number of painful relationships.
Yeah.
Duo of the
Yeah.
century, truly.
Yeah. I hate them, but I love them.
Yeah.
She's so stupid. Like, just kiss him
Yep.
and tell him you want more or something.
Yep. Or even just ask.
No.
It doesn't even have to be directly like telling him that she wants more. It could just be a, hey, what's up?
No, because like
Yeah, you're right.
guys have like, well, not guys, just people have expectations when you start throwing down the word dating, and
Yeah,
she don't want to fulfill
the labels.
those expectations
Yeah,
because like she's a whore.
yeah,
She doesn't want to do it anymore, but like she wants to make it look like she's able to do it all on her own, and
yeah.
she's stupid for it. Because she likes to put on the facade that she is very put together and knows what she's doing, despite the fact that no, she fucking doesn't. And she's a fucking idiot.
We love her though.
She was made by a child. Like,
She was.
I think it fits very well.
Oh, definitely. Ugh.
Oh god. And then like past traumas, of course, you know.
Mhm.
And also, I'm not trying to fucking make it too early.
I was gonna say they have also only known each other for like a week and a half, so it's also fair in that aspect.
It doesn't feel like a week and a half, man, because it hasn't been. It's been like a year.
But yeah, it has been like a year.
I'm
Not to them though. Yeah,
impatient. Ah,
yeah.
I'm dying.
Next session's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
I'm excited
Why?
because it's gonna be a good session.
Why?
I'm gonna cliffhanger you so hard.
Stop that. Don't cliffhanger me. Don't do this. I don't deserve this. Well,
Yes.
don't do this. You have the power to not.
Oh, but it's gonna be good though.
No,
You're gonna love it.
no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hate it, and you know it.
You're gonna love it. It's gonna be fantastic.
You're gonna hate, like, I'm gonna hate it.
Probably, but it'll be worth it. Think of the content.
Yeah, but I have to wait a week for said content. Like,
Yeah.
it's not kosher, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye, recording. I'll stitch you together
Goodbye,
later.
recording.
Ah.
Wow.
Wow.